G'day everyone, and welcome to this live episode of Drew's Adventures. Nice to have you all here. We're going for a walk today in the River Torrens area of Adelaide, South Australia. Now the time is 11:17 a.m. and it's 24 degrees Celsius. So it's a very, very nice sunny day here in Adelaide, Australia. So we're going to be walking along this trail, and as we do, I'm going to be explaining some of the Aussie stuff that we might see. Hey National Parks Princess, nice to have you here. Must be pretty late where you are, or early in the morning, I don't know. So this is the River Torrens, which is also known in Kaurna language as Karrawirra Parri. Now that means the river of red gums. So these massive trees right here are red gum eucalyptus. And just to give you a perspective of just how big they are, there's my leg, and that is a good, at least probably another leg length of thing. Hey Banshee, welcome in everyone who's watching. We are going for a little walk today along the River Torrens, and the River Torrens is also known as Karrawirra Parri, which is the land of the river gums, or the river of the red gums, sorry. And oh, nice evening, yeah, good evening. So this is perfect natural habitat down here. This is actually the River Torrens that we're looking at right now. Now it flows all the way from the Adelaide Hills down to the ocean, and it's one of the three main river systems in Adelaide, or that connect to Adelaide. So can anyone guess the other two river systems that connect to Adelaide? We have one that starts with O and one that starts with M. There's a big clue. So I'll see if anyone can get it. I'll give you all 2 minutes. So yeah, it's just a beautiful area. It's a little bit unfortunately polluted as you get down towards Adelaide itself, like the city area downtown, but mostly it's not too bad. Now the other thing we may get a chance to see here, apart from the birds, yes, Banshee, you've got it. Hey Luke, welcome in, mate. It's very, very nice day, mate. It's about 24 degrees Celsius. I'm sorry, I don't know my Fahrenheit conversions, everyone, but it is a beautiful day. Yes, Banshee, ding ding, you've got one of them. Can anyone guess the river that starts with O? That is the other third of the two major river systems that connect to Adelaide. Because we've got this one here that I'm walking, the River Torrens, and we have the Murray, which is our biggest Australian river, and there's one more river that connects into Adelaide here. So does anyone want to have a guess? It starts with O for octopus. So I'll give you 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is the Karrawirra. Yes, Rez, well done. Yeah, well done. And good try there, Banshee. Yeah, the Karrawirra, the River Torrens, and the River Murray are the three major rivers that connect into Adelaide. And welcome in Rez Northman and Luke and Banshee and National Parks Princess. It's great to have you all here. We're going for a walk along the River Torrens. It's a beautiful day for it, about 24.1 degrees Celsius. I don't know my Fahrenheit. Hey Amy, hey Jennifer, welcome in. Welcome in everyone, it's nice to have you all here. And this is probably one of my favourite walking trails in Adelaide. It's pretty easy, very, very popular with everyone. Yeah, nice, awesome Rez. Good to have you here, mate. Yeah, that's it, yeah. So we got the River Torrens, and I don't know the indigenous names for our part of the river or Onkaparinga River, so sorry, I don't know, but I know that the River Torrens is Karrawirra Parri, which means red gum river, and that's because of the massive, in most cases, red gum eucalyptus that are here along this beautiful river. So as you can see, you've got homes on one side, and then this trail and a little pond here which has reeds and duckies and everything in it. Just a beautiful day for it here today. So quick little channel update for those watching. I haven't had time this week to edit a proper video, so I apologise to everyone who's regularly watching my channel, but I started a new full-time job, and that meant for me this week and the last few nights has been pretty tired. There you go, so it's called Mahogany Wetland. So it's actually a partnership between 3 major councils. That's pretty cool. So Mahogany Wetland, you've got City of Playford, which is northern Adelaide, you've got Salisbury, mid sort of northern Adelaide region, Government of South Australia, and Tea Tree Gully, which is my local council or county for those in the States and Canada. Alright, let's get walking, let's see what we can find. Might even see a snake today. Don't know, it's the perfect snake weather. A lot of people think that snakes love like hot days. They don't really like hot days. Snakes generally love mid-warmish days. Oh, there you go, it says please do not fish. I don't know whether you'd catch much in there anyway, except for small little things. Jennifer, nice to have you here. Amy, Luke, everyone in, Natural, awesome to have you all here. And it's a beautiful day for a walk, so I thought I'm going to take you all along for this walk along the River Torrens. And this track winds for about, I think it's about 17-18 kilometres. We'll have a look when we get to a signboard. And it goes all the way from the Adelaide Hills all the way down to the beach. So it's, oh, there's a real old sign. Have a look at that. Wow, that's got to be an 80s sign. So control your dog. Cyclists, others give way, be alert. Now this little birdie here, oh, can't really capture him, but he's a, yeah, I reckon Luke, you'd be right. I'd say there'd be European carp in there, unfortunately, because they seem to get into all of our waterways. I don't mind seeing a snake, but I don't want to step on one, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm going to try and get a video up this week for you all on the main part of the channel, but just haven't had a chance with work. Oh, here we go. Here's a cool little piece of trivia, right? So this that we're looking at here looks like an ordinary path, right? It's actually not. This used to be a road, and the road connected from here all the way across to the other side. And this was called the Silks Road or Reeds Road Ford. Now, F-O-R-D, like the car. But I vaguely remember as a kid my mum telling me how dangerous it was, because when this floods and you had to get over the other side, you would have pretty quick time to get through, and then if it's too too deep, you wouldn't always know. But you can see there, that piece of concrete where the ducks are sitting, that was actually part of the road originally, the ford. So a little bit of interesting trivia there about this area and what this used to be. It used to be a road. I'm standing on the road. But it's all been cut off now because of the safety issues. There were, I think, some pretty serious and unfortunate incidents. Bag here of native and non-native plants and wildlife. Yeah, it does, I think, Res. It does start way up in Gamaraka and a little bit further up from there, I reckon, mate. I reckon even Mount Pleasant in the Adelaide Hills is part of it, part of that Torrens catchment. There are a number of creeks, they call them Second Creek, Third Creek, etc. About 6 or 7. And those creeks are into the River Torrens. Yeah, that's right, Jennifer, thank you. So we've got some duckies here. Now, there's actually an aged care home across this little bridge. And I think it's so beautiful because it's actually in a perfect area for residents to come down and look at the ducks and feed them. And when I have done walks along here before, I have met some of the residents of the retirement home village. They're lovely folks. And yeah, it's always good to meet good people like that. Oh, we got a couple of doves, I think, down here with these duckies. Let's just go down a little bit and have a look. Yeah, a couple of little doves there. Hello, duckies. Hello, pigeons. Doves, yeah. So beautiful day here. 24 degrees Celsius, everyone. It's not Fahrenheit, so I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. We got a high-speed duck chase going on here. One's chasing the other. Now you'll notice that the younger ducks are, and it's sort of hard to get close without scaring them off, but the younger ducks have more of a grey plumage on their neck, like a grey motley sort of plumage. So they would sort of be teenage ducks, I suppose. They're certainly not babies anymore. The babies were probably about a month or two back. You'd see a lot of baby ducks around, but yeah, they've all grown up, so it's pretty cute to see. These two white doves here look like they've come out of a wedding or some sort of event, you know, thing, and they've just landed here and chilled out. Yeah, that's it. I do love me walks. So there are some of the homes there that have this beautiful view into this area. I don't know what they're like for mosquitoes around here. I wouldn't have a clue. But it is a really pretty place here at Linear Park on the River Torrens, Karrawirra Parri, which means Red Gum River. It's a great spot to just relax and unwind. So I thought I'm going to bring you all with us. Wedding, yeah. There's an ibis, also love the frame there. And at least it's in a natural habitat, not in a yucky spot. Just said then I've got network trouble. Is it buffering at all, everyone, or is that just a glitch in the matrix? I don't know. But that right there is a greater ibis, and they are pretty common actually in Adelaide and across most parts of Australia, and they're commonly associated as being called the bin chicken, right? Now they get that name because they are often at dumpsters and bins, the big industrial bins. often misunderstood. This little dude here is a Murray magpie. Yeah, I don't know if you can see him, he's a little black and white bird, only about the size of my phone probably, in body length. And it's a Murray magpie. It's also sometimes confused or called a piping shrike, which is actually not a real species name as far as I'm aware. Oh, thank you. Awesome. What are you cooking, National Parks Princess? Yeah, a bit of buffering. Yeah, fuel. All right. Thanks, Rez. Thank you. Yeah, I'm on Telstra, and you'd think that'd be good enough for a metro area, but yeah. Some bike riders, walkers. You're allowed to bring your dogs here as long as they're reasonably restrained, I think. And here we go. Hello, doggo. Hello. Yeah. Oh, and there's a little dog there. And a big doggy here. Hello, mate. How you going? Hello. How you going? Hey. Cool. Oh, spaghetti. Yum. Can't go wrong with spaghetti. Now I'm going to see if I can find a koala for you. For those that are new to my channel, I'm a bit of a koala spotter. I tend to find them. Not always, but yeah. Now this little spot here was actually where some red-bellied black snakes were living under the old concrete. And so what the council / county authority did is they came along, ripped up all the concrete and put this new lot down here. Whether or not it stops the snakes, who knows. I mean, I kind of feel like, you know, snakes are part of the environment. Yes, got to be careful in Australia. Snakes can be really risky, but, you know, for the most part, we just learn to live with them here. And I don't personally know anyone who's been, you know, unalived by a snake. So over there you've got the park with the play equipment, and down here, perfect view of this river. A little bit churned up. There are carp in parts of the river, like Rez was saying, but overall, pretty nice little spot. Got a bit of a mini playing field here, so if you wanted to bring your kids or mates down for a game of footy or soccer, you could do that. Oh, here we go. There's our little sign about the snakes. So snakes sighted in this area. So we get warnings like that. I mean, I have seen the snake that's here. It's a red-bellied black snake. It's one of the top 3 most encountered snakes, I think. And red-bellied black snakes, though, very... I mean, yes, if you got bitten, you'd want to go to the hospital. But hey, Fluff, nice to have you, mate. Welcome in. I'm just doing a walk along the River Torrens today and sharing some Aussie trivia. You and Heather inspired me last night to do some trivia, and I thought, yeah, we'll do some Aussie trivia here. So now you might have just noticed that bike rider. I don't know how well the camera would have picked it up, but he had a lot of cable ties on his helmet. Now people do that to try and reduce their chance of... Now, if I see a magpie that I can get close to, I will show you one. But magpies have a bit of a reputation in the springtime, which is only just finished here. The springtime for going down and swooping people. And there have actually been deaths from magpies swooping people, unfortunately, because, yeah, the old magpies have knocked them off their bikes, or they've freaked with. But they're alright. I don't know why I keep getting a weak network connect live videos that drop in and out. Gotta love the networks that we've got supposedly for metropolitan area. But yeah, there we go, another snake warning sign. As I say though, it's pretty rare to see one. Pretty rare. Yeah, yep, that's it, Rez. Yeah, magpies are definitely very smart birds. As much as they're a bit scary perhaps, they're pretty clever. Now here's one of these big red gums that I was talking about, and National Parks Princess did mention, as I said earlier, these are just massive. I don't even have a scale to sort of explain it, but have a look at that. And they actually provide great habitat for birds. So galahs, which are the pink and grey birds, they will often nest up inside the little hollows in these trees. Same with a lot of the other native birds. And of course koalas will eat the leaves. And sometimes lizards will be up there as well, and spiders. National parks, we might not. Yeah, not too sure. We might see a snake if we are lucky. Last time when I was here, I had to sit very still for about half an hour, and then I did see one cross, only because this lady screeched, and she's like, "Oh no!" And I'm like, "What's wrong?" I walked down over to her, and I saw just the tail of it go across the path. So she was freaked out a bit by the snake because she had her dog with her. I think she was from the retirement village that I just mentioned earlier, is over the other side of here. Hey Fairy and Sir Stash, nice to have you here. Going for a walk along the River Torrens, for those who have just joined or watching in quietness. This is the River Torrens, or Karrawirra Parri, which means the Red Gum River. And it's one of the three major rivers. We've got the Onkaparinga, we've got the Murray, and we have this one, the Torrens. And they're all the big three river systems that start in the hills in the Murray-Darling Basin. And I don't know where the Onkaparinga starts, to be honest. It might be down sort of McLaren Vale or something like that, maybe, I don't know. But all three of those rivers are our big three, I suppose. Now, I don't know what's going on there. There's some construction stuff. Oh, might actually be for this house here, I think. Wow, look at that. That is a beautiful home on the hill. I think they're doing some work there. Wow. Perhaps they're putting in a pool or taking out a pool, don't know. Pretty impressive. So these homes here would be worth a fair old chunk of Australian dollars, simply because of the views that they have, and also with the number of levels that they've got. I think most of them here have got at least 2 levels, possibly 3 levels. Hey, welcome in, Frank. Welcome in, mate. Nice to have you here. Going for a walk along the River Torrens, which is also known in Kaurna language. Kaurna is spelled K-U-R-N-A, but Kaurna language as Karrawirra Parri. Here's a giant home. Look at that. Wow. That's definitely about 3 or 4 levels, I think. And all of these grey sort of square things you can see, they're all water tanks. So yeah, pretty impressive. These homes here sell for a good chunk of Australian dollars, probably close to the $1 million or more mark. Good question, Fairy, and yes, Rez, I think you might be right. I reckon it starts up around some of the gold areas in in the Mount Lofty Ranges. But Fairy, good question. Native mistletoe. I have seen it, but whether I can remember to identify it is another thing. Yeah. Yeah, Res, yeah. Heaps of water tanks, eh? I suppose they're ready for fire danger season. I hope so, but looks like they're almost pretty self-sufficient for water. I think you could live off those water tanks for about a year, even with a big enough family inside. Yeah, Fairy, I'll have to have a look at that. I have looked up mistletoe before, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it actually properly looks like. Yes, now those bird songs, they are the common miners, and that's spelt M-Y-N-A, and they go brap, 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 brap. I can't do it. And they're actually a little bit of a bully bird, common miners. If Dee's still watching, I think Dee was in earlier, miner birds will go for your cat, they'll go for you if you crouch down outside, but they do have a beautiful, beautiful squawky cry. And yeah, no worries, Rez. Take care, mate. Hope work or whatever you've got to do, mate, goes well. Awesome to have you here, and hopefully see you back. Yeah, no worries, Frank. Yeah, I'll try, mate. I'll try. Not always easy to spell certain things, but yeah, it's interesting because Ghana, which is said Ghana, like with a G emphasis, is definitely spelt K-A-U-R-N-A, and they were the first inhabitants of the Adelaide Plains and part, and I say only part, of the Adelaide Hills, because there were another group too that unfortunately were wiped out. They were the Paramank people. Hey John, welcome in. Welcome in, John. Nice to have you here. We've got 7 in the house. It's good to see. If you know anyone who likes Aussie stuff, please tell them about my channel if they want to learn a little bit more. How cool is this? I love the detail in eucalyptus bark. Now that bark is probably as thick as my whole hand, but you can see the underlying tree structure inside. And what probably would have happened here is birds or other wildlife, or potentially even back before invasion or colonisation, whichever you want to call it, there may have been an Indigenous person that's carved something out of this tree. So if you ever see trees in Australia with sort of carving marks on them, or carving lines, there's always a good chance that that tree's had some very interesting history, either wildlife wise or people wise. So it's yeah, so look out for your eucalyptus. Thank you, Fairy. Thanks everyone. So as you can see, they've got these big fences here. I don't really know if it's a bit overkill, but I mean the drop-off's not terribly steep. You'd only roll down into the reeds, but I suppose the snakes would be the risk there. Yeah, awesome. It's nice to have you all here. I'm gonna see if I can spot a koala, because koalas are known to frequent the River Torrens upper catchment area, which is where we're walking right now. Oh, there you go. There's some evidence of just what happens when we get flooded. Now, about a week ago, we had, I think it was something like 40 millimetres of rain in one day, and it did flood through here. Now, I can't say for sure if that bundle of sticks and stuff there is actually from those floods or not, but it may well be. But it also does provide habitat once it all dries out. There would be water hens in there, more hens, there'd be snakes probably a couple of native rats down in there. And yeah, hopefully we can find a koala National Parks princess. What were those green things off to the left? So I think you mean those trees in the water, is that right, John? Those are Just, I think, standard riverbed reeds. I don't know if this particular species right in front of us here is native or if it's introduced. Unfortunately, because of how humans are and how colonisation took place in Australia, there was a lot of stuff brought in that shouldn't have been brought in. Yeah, 2017, yep. They were insane, weren't they, Luke? Those floods were frightening. I remember driving up to the Adelaide Hills and I think we had about 4 days worth of constant rain, 3 or 4 days worth of constant rain. Man-made things behind you. These little green things. So those are actually those little things there, John, in the middle of the screen. Is that what you mean? They are actually planter boxes, so they're like where like land care groups and stuff like that have come in and they've planted a tree and they've put those little green surrounds to protect the tree while it starts growing. I think is that what you mean? I hope. Yep, that's right, absolutely. Tree regeneration, yeah. So it's all about planting new trees and sometimes they do have to take these gum trees out occasionally because they can be a little bit dangerous, a little bit risky. But yeah, have a look at that. Look at the split between the two parts of this eucalyptus right here. That's phenomenal. And just to give you perspective, let's see if I can do this without. So there's my leg and foot. And that's how thick one side of the tree is. And the other side, ooh, it's probably another 5 or 6 inches or so. Yeah, Frank, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, can be pretty full on. So, just looking around to see if there's any evidence of koalas. Now, the best evidence you can find to know where a koala might be, if you are coming to the non-sort of wildlife park or zoo style explore for a koala or something, would be to look for the poos. Yeah, river gum, yep, river red gum, yep, correct, Banshee. All this area here was known for its red gums primarily. I mean, there are a lot of other species too, but yeah, mostly red gums through here. So yeah, if you're going to look for koalas in the wild, what you want to do is, if you're on a walking path like this, you look for, in fact there's one right there, little tiny poos. And that sometimes, looking up, will give you a chance to see a wild koala. And there are plenty in South Australia. As Dan from History Hunter Dan Undra has said, we were actually an insurance policy for the eastern states of Australia's koala population. So they brought the koalas here. They were here originally, but they brought them back here as kind of a way to say, look, if our population of koalas gets wiped out, then we can go to South Australia, we can purchase their koalas back, or I don't know how they do it, and the koalas could come back to the eastern states. Annabelle, welcome in. Who can you tell, a person from the city or tourist in the summer? Yeah, they really are beautiful trees. Hi, Annabelle. Awesome. Yeah, river gums are beautiful. Who can you tell, a person from the city or tourist in the summer? I'm not sure, sorry what you meant there, Fairy. But yeah, it's a popular trail. I don't know how many thousands of visitors would come here, but quite a few. And it's just awesome, awesome place. Always gets a good crowd here. Some of these here are actually pine trees from, I think, elsewhere. I think they're introduced. They might be radiator pines They might be. Yeah, let's have a look. I'm just trying to just scroll back. Have I said hello to you, Jennifer? I hope I have. I'm not sure. I hate to miss people, but I'm just giving my spiel as we walk along this beautiful River Torrens Park. Over there we have some farm machinery. If you can see that, there's like a little pump sort of thing. We might walk over that side in a bit. But have a look. There you go. There's one of the river gums. River red gums. Look at that. What a beautiful tree. So many twists and turns and colours. There's an Aussie human. That's right, Banshee. It's pretty awesome. And like I said earlier, these hollows and little, if you can see that, there's a little hole up in the middle top of the screen there where the old branch was, and that actually would be used by birds to make little nests. So a lot of our parakeets, lorikeets, greater parrots, like the galahs and that, they will use those little holes for their egg and nesting time. Oh, look at this! This is going to get steep. Let's see. Let's go up here. So it's a beautiful day here. About 24-ish degrees. This coming week in Adelaide is supposed to be all over 30 degrees Celsius, I think, for the most part. It can be pretty warm. But for those of us, like me, who love summer, I love it. I love the heat. So, oh, here we go, everyone. Can anyone see the koala? Can you see it? Can you see it, everyone? Can you see it? Look very closely. Hey, Kaz, welcome in, mate. Yeah, that's right, possums as well. Can anyone see the koala? I'm going to walk up, and whoever spots it first can tell me. Can you spot it? Here we go, National Parks Princess, a wild koala. I don't know whether I can zoom in very well, but the zooming on this phone is dreadful. But can you just see the little blob up in the tree? Let's have a look. I'll zoom in a little bit. So there we go. We have a wild koala. Now it's sitting with its butt facing me. Don't know if that's... Hey Kaz, welcome in. Yeah. So that's it. That's what you look for. You look for the little balls of fluff. Now I don't know how they balance very well when they're up on that branch, and I can't see any. I mean, there might be a stick on the other side of it that's holding it there, but I don't know how they don't fall asleep and fall off. I'm sure they do. But yeah, there you go. A wild koala here in the River Torrens Linear Park. Look for a big ball of grey fluff. Welcome in, Kaz. Nice to have you here. Banshee, a gorilla, yeah. It's an Aussie gorilla up there. Aussie monkey, yeah. It's our only animals, I think, ground looking wise, that do climb the trees, apart from the possums. I don't think echidnas climb trees. I know echidnas can swim. And koalas can swim too. Yeah, sorry, John, it's a bit hard to sort of get it real clear. But yeah, beautiful little koala there with its back to us, having a snooze. It really is, yeah, it is quite reasonably large, National Parks Princess, probably in the vicinity of about, as a guess, probably an 8 kilo, 7 kilo koala, that one. Yeah, fluff. Oh. Yeah, so cute. And it's not at all bothered by the few crowds that are wandering by. Now you can hear that bonk, bonk sort of sound. That is our frogs. We got a lot of frogs here in South Australia. And generally, frogs are considered a indicator of how good the water quality is. Yeah, that's right, Fairy. I would bring it Nutella, because you know what I'm like with Nutella. There we go. You can just see the ball of fluff up there. They sort of blend in very well with the trees that they live on. Nice light grey coloured there, so it's pretty awesome. Big claws, yeah. Oh, you'd have to have big claws, but I just don't know how they don't fall asleep and fall off. But yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, alright, let's continue on. Yeah, they're so cute, Banshee. I love finding them. And I think along here, almost every time I've come for a walk, there's been a koala. Yeah, does it work too? Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So as you all know, or as I said earlier in the video, haven't had a chance to put up this week's edited video yet. Been working, started a full-time job in transport again. And I'm loving it, but I have to get used to it. So it's a Monday to Friday job. Yeah, the claws, yep, very big claws. Yeah, most likely, Fairy, they would have to wedge themselves in, because otherwise I don't know how they hold on while they have a sleep, unless they're just overall quite balanced through evolution. I don't know. Here's some more of the red gums here. Beautiful, beautiful area. So yes, it's one of my favourite places to come and relax. I think so far I've walked probably about maybe 3 kilometres, 2 kilometres off this path. So haven't done a whole heap of exercise per se, but I do love walking along here. Now, if it is buffering, everyone, like Rez said earlier, if you change your resolution to 720p, it may help. Unfortunately, sometimes the phone situation's a bit rubbishy. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Now, this rock here is often where you can find stuff like gold. It's a slate-like rock, but there would always be a slight chance there'd be gold in that somewhere. Thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, thanks, Fairy, Banshee. It's been a long time coming. I had to go through a lot to get this job. Literally about 5 or 6 different tests and checks and all sorts, but I'm permanent and full-time. And for those overseas, in Australia, a lot of our work has been casualised or contracted, and that means that we don't have job stability sometimes. So I'm really glad now I've got job stability. I have got paid holidays, paid vacation leave, paid sick leave. I've got that off the bat, so gotta work hard to keep it and do well at it. And so far so good. The first week's gone pretty well. This is really cute. This is not a native tree here, I don't believe, right in front of us. But doesn't that just remind you of sort of an English country garden or something? Yeah. Oh, g'day, Hillbilly. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you very much, Princess, as well. And yeah, I'm so glad I've finally got work that is full-time, permanent, not contract like my last role. Yeah. So yeah, just having a look here, Hillbilly, at one of the 3 major rivers that connect into Adelaide here in Australia. And this is the River Torrens, also known as Karrawirra Parri by the Indigenous folks. And just having a look here for the wildlife, for what we can see. Don't know what this plant is here. I reckon it might be a mulberry. I'm not too sure. Is anyone good at identifying plants? Yeah, I reckon it is. I reckon it's a... What do you reckon those berries are, everyone? Do you reckon they're mulberries? Don't know. They're very red. That's pretty cool. G'day, Dan. Welcome in. Yeah, how good is it, Banshee? Hey, it's nice to have stability. I think this here is definitely some sort of berry tree. I don't know whether it's mulberry bush or some other kind of bush, but there's the fruits there. I wouldn't want to eat it though from this park, because often the council/county authorities will come by and spray weeds and stuff like that, and these are considered weeds, even though they look really nice. Yeah, mulberry, yeah, thanks Banshee, I thought so. Awesome. Oh, here you go. So here is, whoop, it's got a fly near me. There's the walk. So we got city 15.5 kilometres, hills 4.5 kilometres. So it's quite a long trail, right? And that's where the Adelaide Hills is there. And then we come all the way down. There's parts of the O-Bahn. And that's the kind of bus system that Heather would catch to get into the city. We've got the city there. And all the way through. So yeah, no worries. Thanks very much, Luke. Take care, mate. And hope you have a great day. Yeah, John, yeah, you got them in the US? Yep, I thought so. Mulberries, yeah. So the river is northeast of Adelaide here, Hillbilly. So the northeastern suburbs of Adelaide. If you look up River Torrens in Google Maps, you'll see that it snakes all the way through from the Adelaide Hills down to the beach down at the end of Adelaide. And yeah, mulberries are nice, John. I just wish that the councils here wouldn't always spray them. I mean, I know they're not native, but yeah, I don't want to get sick if I did pluck one or two and eat them. Oh, Banshee, I need brain food. Dan, welcome in. Sorry, Dan, I don't know if I said hello yet. Dan, nice to have you here, mate. We're going for a walk along the River Torrens, northeast of Adelaide, and this is Hillbilly. That's a good one. I'll bring my little sister. No worries, Fairy. Oh, here we go. Here's a couple of Murray magpies. Can you hear the sound they make? They're like, those little Murray magpies, unfortunately, often get themselves trapped with reflections, right? So they'll see a mirror, a car window, a house window, and they'll end up sort of ducking for hours at what they think is another Murray magpie, but it's just the reflection, the poor thing. So yeah, nice to have you all here. Hope everyone's having a nice Sunday afternoon or morning over here, almost midday I think. Or I think the States it might be Friday night or Friday late, I'm not sure. Yeah, great to have you all here. And now those birds, that bird, that is the rainbow lorikeet. You can't really see them very well. It's very hard when streaming because you can't zoom in wonderfully, and then by the time you do zoom in, birds generally run away, in Australia at least. Let's go and have a look at what this signboard says. Oh, there's a couple of little fairy wrens. Now they are so small. They are superb fairy wrens. And they're only about the size of, gosh, a match packet maybe, if that. They are so cute. So they're little fairy wrens. They're two females, I think there, or possibly two juveniles. But you can only just see them. I'll see if I can get you zoomed in so you can, there you go. I don't know if you can see those little bit of movement right in the center of the screen, but they are called fairy wrens. They're so cute, and they are native. And yeah, probably a couple of a female or a male there, little baby ones. And they have the cutest little tails. They sort of bounce along. Now, I hope I haven't missed anyone today. Yeah, bird brains. Yeah, that's right. Small but densely packed. Yep, exactly. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice, Kaz. So it's pretty late night there. Dan, it's 24.1, I think, when I last checked it, but that was about nearly an hour ago now. So, hey, how are you? Yeah, that was 24 degrees Celsius, right? So, just for those overseas, it's not 24 Fahrenheit. But yeah, let's have a look at what this signage here says. Oh, there you go. There's your little fairy wrens. They're in here too. Now, I don't know if I can spot a blue one, because the males have a blue plumage. If you look up fairy wrens, W-R-E-N, fairy wren, you may see the blue one come up. Superb fairy wren. Yeah, cat McNugget birds, that's right, hillbilly. Yeah, unfortunately the cats are such a negative impact. I mean, I love cats, I love dogs too, but cats are not meant to be in our wildlife, that's for sure, eh? Alright, here we go. So this here is a different little reserve that connects onto the River Torrens here. So there you go, there's a bit of a close-up. So we've got Black Hill Conservation Park, and all of this is like obviously houses either side. And the river goes all the way down, goes all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And this little track, I don't know if it tells you, oh yeah, perhaps it's this, yeah, yellow link trail, sorry. And it's the Aqueduct Reserve. It used to be for our water supply. And we do have these beautiful yellow-tailed black cockatoos, and these are really cool to hear. They make a sort of a sort of sound. Yeah, and they're very, 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 very cool. There's your little echidna. Little echidnas, that's the Aqueduct pipework, 1872. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. We won't take that trail today, but we might do that later on. Let's just have a look here. So, oh wow, that's freezing. East Texas and Kaz, that's cold. And Baltimore, also pretty cold. The amount of wildlife we have here, yeah, I bet hillbilly, because you're in a beautiful spot with all your forests and that over there. Yeah, -2 degrees, that's freezing. Anything minus cold is cold. Here we go, 45 Fahrenheit, Indiana. Oh, far out. Yeah, they do, they look like little hedgehogs. Yeah, you're right. I'd love to spot one. I don't know if we will today. Sometimes they're more of a sort of an afternoonish or early morning animal, echidna. But echidnas are like a little hedgehog, like a cute little hedgehog, and they don't throw their spines at you. So they're easy to handle if you did have to handle one. Just need a blanket, and the nose is the most sensitive part of the echidna, because the nose is how they find the termites and ants that they eat. And apparently echidnas dig up 5 tons of soil every year, which is pretty cool. They're big diggers. All right, 7 degrees. Wow, that's probably what our winter gets to overnight though. I don't think. Oh, probably we do get a bit colder than that overnight, but for the most part, our winters are pretty mild compared to what you all get in the States and Canada. and UK. Alright, we're going to walk along this. Now this would be absolutely perfect snake territory. So, National Parks Princess asked earlier, would we see a snake? I don't know. There's always a chance. Always a chance. These are just the river reeds. Oh, Kaz, that's no good. That's no good. Yeah. Wow, that's right. We did, didn't we, Banshee? I remember when it was 46 degrees for one Christmas day. That was intense. That was intense. Oh, here we go. Here's a magpie. A couple of magpies on the either side of this tree here. There you go. So these are the magpies that will swoop you in spring. Been swooped once or twice, if that. That's a juvenile there, that smaller one that's just taking off. And then there's the little Murray magpies that look very similar but a lot smaller than the standard magpie. Now, funny thing about magpies is as they get older, their feathers on the back of their neck actually go whiter. So as they get older, they get whiter and obviously fatter. But they're pretty cool Aussie bird, iconic Aussie bird. There's another one there. And look, they don't always swoop you. It's kind of hit and miss, literally. Yeah, that's right, John. It was intense. Oh, nice. I'm glad, National Parks Princess. How's your spaghetti making going too? How is that going? Hopefully nicely. Oh, here we go. Here's a solar light. So all of the lighting along the River Torrens here is solar powered lights, which is really, really nice to see, environmental wise. Oh, must have had a bit of a glitch. Hey Nanas, welcome in. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can take all the snakes here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, hillbilly at Christmas, mate. I eat heaps. Oh, nice, National Parks Princess. Bet your family are keen to get stuck into your spaghetti. Oh, let's go and have a little look at this down here. Now, I hope there's a plaque that will explain what it is. Now, of course, when you're walking in Australia, don't do what I'm doing right now and wear shoes if you're a bit scared of the snakes. I mean, I'm lucky I'm local, so I know for the most part where the snakes might be. But yeah, I've come out here in me sort of my rough walking shoes. Now, I don't know, this doesn't seem to explain what it is, but to me it looks like a pump. What do you all think? Is it a pump station? Take care, Kaz. Take care. Look after yourself. Don't let anything worry you. There we go. We've got a pumping station, I think, or some sort of, perhaps it was actually, I don't know, a harvester. I wish there was actually a sign. There is absolutely no signage here as to what this is. So if anyone wants to screenshot it and share it onto Google Images and see what it comes up with, that would be. Take care, Kaz. Look after yourself. Sleep well, and don't let the bed bugs bite, as they say. I think they say that in the UK as well. Yeah, right. Hit and miss motor with a belt drive. Ah, thank you, hillbilly. Awesome, awesome. I had no idea. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking, why does the council, which is the same as like a county authority, over here, the council doesn't put any signage up or anything about it. So now it must have been an old bridge that was here at some point, but I reckon it might have got wiped out probably in flooding a few years back. But it is a very, very floodplain prone riverbed when it gets a lot of rain. Oh, got to walk up this hill. Some more houses over that side. I think all of the, yeah, that's right. Most likely Nanas, yeah, I think so. How have you all been? What's been happening? I saw you popped into Heather's live, I think, Nanas. I think you were there last night or the night before. And Heather, for those who don't know, Heather's chasing watch hours. So if you get a chance, please check out Come Hither with Heather and run her playlist if you can, because she keeps getting one step ahead and 2 steps back. Always the way, isn't it, with YouTube and what we want to do? Yeah, right, pump mills powered many things. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah. So we're going up the hill now, and yours truly needs to get fitter. It's like, whew. Alright, washing machines, that's cool. That is really cool. Here we go. Oh, look at that nice landscaping. So this is a very traditional South Australian house. Many of our houses here in South Australia are brick made or rock made, stone made. We weren't really able to use wood a whole heap. Number one, because our climate is so dry. Number two, because South Australia has one of the highest concentrations in the world of termites. So, yeah, I do, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't let, exactly. I remember, Frank, on my channel, I've got a little thing where I went to the Angevine cabin, where a family of 14 lived in that cabin, and it was in Indiana, in Lawrenceburg. And I remember Jenny from the Dearborn County Historical Society explained that don't let the bed bugs bite actually came down to tightening up your bed ropes late at night, so that you'd get rid of the bed bugs before you hop into bed. You'd be tightening up all the strings and stuff. Yeah, oh, yep, yeah, that's it. No, it's hard, isn't it? Any dirt houses? I don't think we do. We do have that sort of thing, hillbilly, like made sort of in cliffs. The only places that South Australia does have that have dirt houses or underground houses is up at Karrawirra Parri. So if you look up Karrawirra Parri, P-E-D-Y, it's Australia's opal capital, and most people there live underground in the dirt. So yeah, right, do a lot of brick. Yep. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. No termites, and you've got both. And Nanas, do you get the carpenter ants? I think someone mentioned something about carpenter ants the other day. I can't remember which video it was I was watching, but I think it was Greg from Uncapped Films said that Canada has carpenter ants. So I don't know if that's a different species of ant or termite, but yeah. Yep, the opal mines, that's right. Absolutely, hillbilly, you got it. So yeah, Karrawirra Parri, very rough town. I've had friends that have gone there and said, yeah, it's good, but you know, it's rough. But some incredible opal has come out of Karrawirra Parri, including the Fire of Australia opal, I believe, which is like a real orangey red, literal fire looking opal. And I think that sold for millions of dollars, I think, the opal mines. Yeah. Oh. Indiana, nice. Indianapolis, yeah, I liked Indianapolis, I liked Indiana. What I got to see of it was pretty cool. Treated wood. Yeah, right, there you go. Yeah, I'm not sure, I think our our wood is treated similarly, but I don't know for sure. So as you can see, we're now up on top of the river area. You can see all those houses up on the hills up there. Huge places. Sort of looks like Los Angeles hills, doesn't it, Nanas? The houses up on the hills. And the same sort of fire danger issues too here as what you get in Los Angeles. Here we go. Let's see how far we've walked. So we've got Share the Trail. This side must be Campbelltown Council, or County if you want to call it that. And there's your map there. And it says, "You are here." There you go. That's pretty cool. More houses, houses, houses. So most of this vegetation right in front of me here is native Australian vegetation, various gum trees, and I can't think of the name of it. Is it acacias, I think I'm looking for? Can't remember. But yeah. New Year's, yeah, in the Philippines. That'd be so cool. Wow. Yeah, hillbilly. Are you going to stream that? Yeah, carpenter ants. Yeah, right. So they are around. I'm not sure what's happening with my chat, but it's throwing out about 10 chats at a time. So I apologise if I don't see what you've said. It's hard sometimes to do a walking stream. But we're having a look here at the River Torrens, one of the major rivers. And we're talking a bit of Aussie trivia and comparison to the States and UK and Canada and wherever else you are. What we're seeing here. Yeah, there we go, John. If John's still here, that is an example of one of the planter tree regeneration sites and what they do as to why they put those little surrounds there. Probably to stop the wildlife getting it before the tree has a chance to grow. Now over here we have, I reckon this is possibly, I don't know, no, I'm not sure. I'm not going to say it is, but it sort of looks like a wattle, but I don't know for sure. Yeah. Now, we do sometimes get kangaroos along here too. Yeah, that'll be cool, Hillbilly. So everyone check out Hillbilly on Hillbilly Pyro 2.0 on New Year's Eve. They'll be doing a fireworks show from the Philippines, which I've been to. Love the Philippines. That was my first ever overseas trip. It was a beautiful place. Are pickup trucks becoming, yes, a little bit more popular, Frank. However, our Aussie vehicle standards are pretty strict about how many axles you can have and also the weight of your vehicle. So basically, if you're over a certain length or over a certain weight on an axle, vehicle axle, you are then classified as a commercial style truck. A small truck, mind you, but you'll consider that. And a lot of the rules over in Australia, we have what's called the National Heavy Vehicles Safety System, and Northern Territory and Western Australia, they have their own agreement as well. But basically, if your pickup truck becomes too big, it will be classified as a truck, and you've got to then meet those requirements as though you were a commercial vehicle, and there's different speed limit restrictions, stuff like that. Yeah, there you go, Fort Wayne. That's pretty cool. Kangaroos, yeah, definitely national parks, Princess. The kangaroos are crazy sometimes. Lawrenceburg, yeah, right, there you go. To the Ohio line, yeah. I was in the Lawrenceburg or Dearborn County, I think is the term for it, Historical Society, and Lawrenceburg had a museum, and we were given a behind the scenes tour, Werner and I, and we got to have a look at so many cool little artifacts up in their storage, boxes up in the roof and the attic and down the basement, and across the river was Kentucky, which I didn't get to see Kentucky, but I certainly thought it was pretty impressive to see that there was a state border like that, like here in Australia. The River Murray becomes a border between New South Wales and Victoria, and so I thought it was pretty cool that there was also a border like that in America. Just kind of catch up on some of the chats. Yeah, it has Hillbilly. We are becoming a little bit too strict on certain things, and it's just sad. It's probably a controversial opinion, but I'm not anti-gun at all. I do think, you should have a right to protect yourself, protect your family, but I do, I don't want to see us, necessarily go too far the other way, but yeah. Nanas. Green acres, countrysides. I'll have to have a look at that, Jennifer. We do have a lot of non-native plants, but this area here, Nanas, is very we have a lot of like maintenance, I suppose, or management of our native areas. So this area here, for example, like all of this is fine, but then these houses here, they may well have a lot of introduced plants in there, and that's right, Nanas, I do remember that as well. When I went to LA, I couldn't believe how many eucalyptus trees you all have, and apparently some idiot sold someone a lie over there that eucalyptus were great for the timber industry. Well, they are, but they're not wonderful growers either. Like, they take a good, these in front of me here are probably 30-40-year-old trees, and I don't think you get a great deal of wood out of them. But apparently LA was sold a bit of a fib that eucalyptus were good for wood, for the timber industry, carpenters and stuff. I'd be afraid to run into kangaroo. I'll take a snake. That's it. Way too many. That's it. It's hard to say like what's the right balance for pickup trucks. I mean, I like some of them, but I do think it's so much spending, and I don't know about the States, because I don't know how to convert the whole gallons thing into litres and that, but I think over here we pay $2.20 some days for our gas, right? Our general gas. And I just don't know how people can afford, number one, the vehicle, and number two, the gas for those vehicles. I mean, those are not, they're not small vehicles that are easy to to spend for. But yeah, and you're right, Hillbilly. There's a lot of them like that over here that technically have never gone out of the city area, and all they do is take their children to the private schools, and show off their Land Rovers and their pickup trucks and all this, and they just show it off. It's like a status symbol. Good luck to whoever wants to have a vehicle. Banshee, doing housework, poor thing. I'm about to have, 1920s, It will make roads and open up the land more. Yeah, nice. Yeah. I think it's all about like sensible management, It doesn't matter where you go. If you don't maintain your property or your landscape, it's going to get dangerous and overburdened for every animal, including people that live in it. Yeah, right. I didn't know that. National Parks Princess. Where are you based again? I know a lot of your videos are Canada or American wilderness, right? Oregon sort of way. Is that right? I think. But yeah, I don't know. Some Australian obviously convinced Americans and possibly other countries too to import eucalypt. And whilst they're beautiful trees, they shouldn't be. They're not really ideal for timber, I don't think. I mean, you can make some nice things out of them in small things, but you can't do a lot. You could never build a house out of these trees right in front of us. You'd just run out. You run out of timber easily. So yeah, people are just silly. They got sold a lie, I reckon. Had 2 brown snakes here 2 weeks ago. One was pregnant. She was relocated to the bush. The other one didn't want to leave. Oh, yeah. I like the snakes. Yeah, right. There you go. Oh, yeah. National Parks Princess. So, absolutely. Yeah, San Francisco too. From memory, I remember seeing on some of the just, suburban, neighborhood walks that there were a lot of eucalyptus as well. So maybe the whole state of California has a fair length of eucalyptus trees, which, they're nice looking, but, just like anywhere, I wouldn't want to bring a weed into any country or vice versa. Try and sell someone a weed. I reckon that's what whoever brought the eucalyptus in the first time to the States must have been a pretty bad or pretty good liar, but a bad person. Anyway, hillbilly, yes, that's right. I agree, Nanas. Yep, that is exactly what these people over here do when they get these massive vehicles, and all it is for show. It's all about show. It's like, oh, we have the latest Range Rover, we have the latest, Land Rover Deluxe with the leather canopy or something. It's like, I don't know how you can afford. Yeah, exactly, Frank. Yeah, it's expensive. Like, I'm not against people having them if they actually do use them for, outback or rural, regional, driving. But when they just take them down the road for their kids to the school or whatever, or just around local areas with not a single bit of dust on them, you think, nah. But yeah, that's right. Yep, correct. Yep, National Parks Princess eucalyptus, unfortunately, have a real bad habit of falling on trees and, falling on cars and houses as well. Right here, this one here, if it fell the wrong way, it would severely impact that house just behind it, and or any vehicles that are down below. And you're quite right, they are a bit risky. When we get storms here, or when we get hot weather into cold weather, like a sudden change of weather, you'll see eucalyptus branches everywhere, because they don't seem to cope, and they have a very shallow root system, supposedly. So they're not real, strongly in the ground. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true. That's true, hillbilly. It's all about what would you say? It's balance, isn't it? Like anything in life. If you don't clean your backyard, yep, you're going to get out of balance with rats and snakes and whatever else might be living around. If you clean up your backyard, yep, then you're providing a chance for birds to come in, and other animals that might predate on unwanted animals, and they'll get them. And yeah, I don't know, it all sort of adds up. But yeah, unfortunately Australia has a real bad history of bringing in stupid things mostly from the UK that we should never have brought here, but also things like the cane toads. Cane toads, if you don't know, they were brought into Australia to control the cane beetles that were killing the sugar cane up in Queensland, where Fluff lives. And that stuff, those insects, whilst they were a terrible thing, bringing the cane toad in, no one thought about the impact on the green tree frogs that we've got over here, or a lot of the other frogs or birds, or other things, even crocodiles. If they eat a cane toad, they will die from the toxin in the cane toad's skin and in their glands. So yeah, that's right, it's always in a state of change. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Agree, mate. Agree. So yeah, Australia, unfortunately, you know, all these people that colonised Australia thought, oh, we should bring this in, well, we should bring that in, we should bring the foxes here. I mean, you know, I love the look of the red foxes, but they don't belong in Australia, you know, let's be honest. They just do not belong in Australia. They're beautiful where they do belong, and they're nice looking sort of from a distance, but unfortunately our native wildlife here in Australia has just been devastated by foxes, cats, cane toads, rabbits, a lot of stuff. I think the cheapest, yeah, right, $4.79 per gallon. So $4.79 divided by 3, I think, because I think a gallon is 3 litres. So that would give you whatever our price would be, and then you just obviously convert the currency from US dollars to Australian dollars. But we pay $2.20 a litre, 1,000 millilitres. And yeah, sometimes, and then other times, like this week, it's dropped. So I don't know. It like in the States, does it go up and down like a yo-yo? Do you guys like? Did you? I don't know if I noticed it, but you know, over here, one day your petrol can be $1.80 per litre, and then by the time you leave work and get home, it's $2.20 per litre. So I don't know if you have that over there or how that works, but ours all seems to go up and down like a yo-yo. So, Now I'm just going to let you hear the frogs for a bit. I'm going to stop talking for a couple of minutes. There's the duckies. So you can hear these frogs. I think they're commonly called pobblebonks. And there's your ducks down there too. You can hear bump, 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 bump. $7 a gallon. Yeah, wow, that's what we're paying. Far out. It's crazy. Yeah. We just pay so much. We pay so much. Can you hear the frogs, everyone? That sound. It's like bum 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 bum. That's a Murray magpie, that beep 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 sound. Exactly, Nanas. Corvette would be cool. Yep, I'm with you, Hillbilly. My vehicle has done 380,000 kilometres, right? I just look after, you know, I get it serviced regularly. It's only a unleaded petrol engine. It does fine for me. So yeah. Can you see the ducks all chilling down there on the right hand side of the screen? If I get too close, they'll all run away. So, and there's also a little Murray magpie down there. Oh, thank you. No worries, John. Take good care, mate. Yeah. Now look after yourself and take good care. Thanks for coming in. Yep, crocodiles. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely, Nanas. Yeah, Terry and the late Steve Irwin. Brilliant people. Oh yeah, Toyota Tacoma. Yep, 2010. Mine's 2012, Frank. Yeah, mine's a Mazda CX-5. I'm pretty sure you guys have them in the States. I remember seeing Mazda CX-5s in the States. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. As long as you've got a safe way to get to and from where you got to go. You know, my view is you do you. I don't understand people that have to have a status symbol unless, you know, it's just, I don't know. Each to their own, eh? Yeah, as we'd say in Australia, you do you. That's what we say. If someone's wants to show off and rub it in your face, you go, yep, cool, you do you. Oh, look at that house there. How beautiful. They have the perfect view under that veranda out to the river here, the River Torrens. And as I say, it's a beautiful day. It's getting a little bit warm, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Much warmer, and I probably wouldn't take the risk of walking. But this is a very nice day here at the moment. So let's keep walking. There goes the miners, M-Y-N-A-S, the common miner or grey miner. They are, now if they make that sort of noise, they've probably seen a predator somewhere down in this little part here, in this little part of the river where there's like a little sandbar. Yeah, hillbilly, yeah, you'd have fun driving on the left over here. Because we drive on the left. And I had fun in the States driving on the right. I got to do 90 miles an hour in Utah. That was fun. It was exhilarating. It's not something we're ever allowed to do over here. The most we can do. Yeah, that's it, Banshee, your new house. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's right, National Parks Princess. Yeah, I just think, you know, make, oh, here we go. Oh, now, there you go. Look, caltrop weed. It's a declared noxious weed. Are you spreading it? So caltrop is a summer growing weed introduced from southern Europe. It can have hundreds of burrs which can damage the feet of people and animals. Now, we often call them the three-cornered jacks, right? I remember in Nevada when Werner and I stopped on the side of the road, we landed or stepped somehow in a heap of something like this. I don't know if it was caltrop, but yeah, nasty stuff. So that is a weed that could be down here, unfortunately. And if you see it, you're supposed to report it. Try and get your GPS locations, give it to the council authority, and they'll come out and spray it all down. We don't have up and down like that. Yep, summer and winter gas. Yeah, right. Summer gas is more expensive. I didn't know that. In the US, whatever the highway speed limit is, yeah, go 20, yep. Nanas, I noticed that. Werner and I were like, I was like, well, I just want to do the GPS speed, right? And I think it was equivalent of 141 kilometres an hour. Now, if you did that in Australia, you'd definitely get a high-speed chase going on. Australian cops would notice you straight away. The highest speed limit we have is in the Northern Territory. It's 130 kilometres an hour. It used to be unlimited, but 130 kilometres an hour was our unlimited, well, our speed limit maximum up in the Northern Territory. But in South Australia here, it's 110. In Victoria, it's 100 kilometres an hour. So we certainly, for a big country, I mean, you know, we sort of, in a way, I think we could do with roads that allowed a little bit better speed. But, you know, we also have a dreadful road toll. And not just road toll, but, you know, also a lot of injuries and associations with that. Have a look at that. There you go, everyone. Look at how this eucalypt has wrapped itself all the way through and in this slate rock. That's so cool. Good night, Jennifer. Take good care. Thanks for popping in. Thank you everyone who's been here and watching the video. But yeah, it shows you, see how shallow that root base really is? I don't think it actually extends any lower than where you can see that last little piece of branch there. And that's why eucalyptus are so prone to falling over, because they have a shallow root system. And this stuff here, being slate, the whole tree is grown into and around the roots. Have it, yeah, if you have a speed limit. Let's have a look. I'll just have a read of that. Yeah, prickles, that's right. Exactly, Banshee. Yeah. Speed limit, yeah. Yeah, same for you, National Parks Princess. We have those, yeah, crazy looking thorns, horrible things. If you have a speed limit, go how much over? Okay, so Nanas, we have ours are limits. They're pretty strict limits, but certain states have different tolerances, they call it. So for example, in South Australia, if you were doing, if you see a sign for 110 and you were doing 113, you would be, you'd probably need to be careful that you did, you know, not about 4 kilometres an hour over the limit. So yeah, about 114, 115, I think is probably the max you can do in 110 zone. But yeah, most of our inner suburban roads are 50 kilometres an hour. So I don't know, most of us don't mind that, I suppose. I don't know. There's generally no reason to go faster than that when you got houses and all that happens with houses and children and pets and whatever that can get out inside suburban streets. But yeah. Yes, hillbilly, I get the same issue, mate. Same over here. Tailgaters are a real problem. Some states have an 85, yep. I never felt, no, National Parks Princess, I'm with you. I mean, I found 90 miles an hour in Utah to be pretty full on. I mean, much higher, and I thought, wow, you know, you wouldn't need much to lose control and all hell would break loose, but yeah. Speed limits are 70 miles per hour and sometimes 80 miles an hour. Everyone drives 20 miles per hour over the, yep, that's it. Yeah, so it sounds similar to over here in Australia, where certain states give you more leeway. I mean, my state here, it's probably about 4 kilometres an hour over the limit, 3 or 4, that you'd get a speeding fine for. But other states, like for example Victoria, to the east of South Australia, southeast, Victoria, I know for a fact a friend of mine got done for 1 kilometre per hour over the limit, and he got a fine of 250 Australian dollars. And we also have a demerit point system. Do you go the speed limit, or do you go, look, I have to be honest, it depends where I am. You know, I'm certainly no person to sort of try and risk it, you know, but I will definitely keep up with the traffic for the most part. And yeah, I just prefer not to risk it, especially because over here we have a lot of red light and speeding cameras. So we have ones that do both speed and red light. So if you go through an intersection and you know you're doing 63 in a 60 kilometers an hour zone, which is most of our main roads within a city area, then you will get a speeding ticket for doing 63 in the 60 zone. You won't get a red light camera fine as well unless you go over when the light changes to red and your car crosses over the white line, the painted white line. So it's a little bit, as much as I'd like to go over, yeah, that's right, yeah, LA, definitely. I'm a slower driver, more the limit. Yeah, that's right, yep, yep. And over here, a bit like in the States, I noticed, because I got tooted at because I was in the far right lane, right? I think it was the far right, no, sorry, the middle lane. And I got tooted by someone because I didn't realise that, a bit like here, where we keep left unless overtaking, in the States and Canada you keep right unless does one. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. Last time I was in LA, yeah, right. Yep. Yeah, it's yeah, we're pretty strict over here. That said, our road toll is absolutely horrendous this year. Just in my state alone now, I think we've had 107 deaths in this, last 12 months. They do like an annual road toll. Of course, that doesn't count injuries. It only counts the worst tragedies. But injuries-wise, I mean, God, Australians, on the roads, sometimes they leave a lot to be desired. So don't worry, it's a worldwide thing, I think. Hey Dee, welcome in. Sorry, I'm catching up. And also my chats are sort of being thrown in very quickly. So 1 minute I'm thinking, yep, you know, I've caught up, and then all of a sudden I just see a chunk roll through. Yeah, Dee, we're about the same, unfortunately. We are about the same. We are not having a good time of it with our roads. As you know, yep, we're known for our police. Yes, definitely. But so many of them, yes, that's right. That's exactly what happens over here. Exactly what happens over here, Nanas, with our police chases. Often, you know, it leads to someone picking out an innocent person at a restaurant or at a, you know, sitting on the street or whatever. That's very sad. I drove a truck from East Coast to West Coast once a week. A big truck in LA, yeah, traffic. I didn't drive in LA. Oh, nice, Dee. How's your garden going? Yeah. It's good to have you all here. We got 6 in the house. It's really cool. Oh, we got someone over here doing hula hoop. So I don't know what you call hula hoops in the States or Canada, but she's got those hoops over there, and I presume they're going to do some cool thing with that. Maybe a photo shoot, I don't know. It's a beautiful day here. Oh, there we go. So I'm pretty sure you'd have this in the States and Canada, but we have got Rotary Club. I think they're worldwide. Rotary Club and Lions Club. About the... Oh, no, you're all good. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yes, I certainly am cool about sharing Christmas. So, Christmas for me, I have my sister, I have her husband John, I have 2 nephews and 1 niece, and we generally do Christmas Eve because it's, number one, it's easier for the family, and number 2, that gives me a chance to go and see other people as well throughout Christmas. And I think also, for the most part, I mean, we've got some like European ancestry in my family, so we've got German, Spanish, so we sort of just go with that traditional vibe of European Christmas on Christmas Eve. We do seafood, which I'm not huge on. We do chicken, we do turkey, we do ham, Christmas ham. Generally, you know, we go all out. I mean, not super all out, but it's certainly a party atmosphere, you know. In terms of the religious side, sometimes I'll go to church for Christmas, sometimes not. I don't think I've been for the last few years. It just doesn't grab me a whole heap. Each to their own. I do go to Christmas for Easter. Sorry, church to... I do go to church for Easter. Yeah, just my thing, traditional thing. Yeah, wow. Oh, wow, Nanas, that'd be scary. Because I think it's the world over, right? Is whenever you're driving late at night, it's often when all of the people that can be a little bit scary are out and about. Oh, here we go. We have a magpie. Magpie was eyeing me off. Hello, Mr. Magpie. Mrs. Magpie. So we're going to walk over this bridge here. It is a beautiful day here. Here we go. Improving our river for native fish. Okay, so we've got together with environmental flows, removing barriers for fish will improve water quality, water flow, stream habitat, and encourage greater biodiversity. And I think that fish there is a spotted gudgeon. Gudgeon, a gudgeon. And they've been reintroduced. They were bred again in captivity, and I think they've been put in our rivers. And yeah, some places I'm just going to catch up on the chat. Sorry, everyone. It's hard to keep up. Yeah, the holidays, yeah, definitely. I'm with you on that, National Parks Princess. And yep, Frank, there you go. Yes, yep, that's right. They take them, wow, took them down. Yeah, some of ours got taken down, Frank, our red light and speed cameras, but I think there was some technical issue and they put them all back up. They got them pretty fixed pretty quickly. Yeah, there you go. Yep, Christmas Eve, yeah, that's it. Yep, that's what we're like too, Nanas. We just go with sort of the more Western tradition, I suppose, like you do by the sounds. And Polish Christmas, I've got to remember what the Polish word is for Merry Christmas. I can't remember, but yeah. There's a little honeybee. Now these are eucalyptus blossoms, everyone. So these are what the eucalyptus flowers look like. And the bees, both native and non-native, love these flowers. And if you ever get a chance to try eucalyptus honey, please do it. You will love it. It's really nice. And you can see, there you go, let's have a look. Yeah, I'll get pretty close to it, I don't mind. I'm not allergic to bees, fortunately. I'm allergic to onions, but not to bees. Yeah, that's it, Frank. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we're very lucky because I suppose we have a summer Christmas, right? Summer Christmas is, to me, it's great, right? Because you've got the good weather, you can spend the time with family and friends. You don't have to worry about, rain, storms much. Occasionally it will happen, but not all that often. Yeah. And this down here is a bit of the river. You can see it's a little bit silty looking. It's not swum in, by the way. Everyone who's watching, it's not swum in. I think mostly because the bacterial levels are probably a little bit high. But yeah. Now here we go, walking your dog. So here's our rules about walking our dogs. Please keep your dog under effective control or by command, and the dog being close to you and you can see the dog at all times. And let's keep our ducks healthy. Please don't feed them. Because the big problem with feeding ducks has been that people feed them bread and supposedly it's not good for them. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. But yeah. Oh, here we go. How nice is this? Someone has put this little bench here. And it says, in memory of Ronald Joseph Packer, 29/9/1922 to 7/5/2008, who lived and worked on this land. Happy is the man who plants a tree knowing he will never sit in its shade. That's pretty incredible. So I wonder if he did actually plant some of these trees or anything nearby. But yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Oh, I hear you. Yep. I hear you. It's very tiring, isn't it? Very tiring. Christmas season can be really, really tiring. I don't know if I showed you all that earlier, but we've got all of the things you can and can't do. Can't ride motorbikes, trail bikes, no fishing, recycled water, do not drink, do not feed the ducks, do not. But there you go. Adelaide 100, the River Coast Hills Walking Trail. So there you go. Good thing is over here we do put a lot of bins in. Yeah. Santa goes swimming. Yeah, that's right, Dee. Exactly. We have fun. Drew, can you tell us about the things that are quintessential Australian Christmas things? Well, I think for us, definitely drinking. Drinking alcohol is a big thing in Australia. Obviously you've got to be careful what I say on YouTube, but, for the most part, people do it sensibly, I think. Obviously we do have drink driving laws that stop, trouble like that. But yeah, mostly people drink. We will definitely wear little Santa hats if we can. Definitely, like Dee said, if you've got a clean river or a beach, something like that, then that's a very big popular place, nanas, for us to end up at the beach or to go out to a river or a stream and chill out with family and friends that might come for Christmas. I think for my family, definitely hot chicken is our big thing on our table during Christmas. And also prawns, which are known as shrimp. So shrimp in the States. And just trying to think what else that is really quintessentially Australian. Definitely, yeah, just having family, friends around. I don't know many people who are really strict religious about it all. I mean, you know, my family goes to church, you know, for the most part and all that, but yeah, they're certainly not, you know, they're not sort of real old-fashioned about it these days. I think most Australians don't really mind, you know. We're a country that probably has the most number of public holidays in the world, and we do love our public holidays, and especially Christmas, New Year's holiday period is really popular to go out. You know, go to the River Murray, go to the beach, go to your country holiday shack, and that's something that's really big in Australia, is to go probably for holidays, a bit like people in the States do. Yeah, yes, Christmas trees, yes, certainly do. We have plastic Christmas trees for the most part. However, you can buy pine trees here that are cut and then planted into a planter style box. So you can, yeah. Oh, I don't like shrimps. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Yep, exactly. Big lunch, and then probably a smaller dinner, I reckon, for the most part. I think my family, we do the lunch as the big thing, and then dinner is like more of a, you know, let's finish off the Christmas ham, let's finish off the chicken, like Dee says, a cold sort of serve. Because it does get pretty warm here for our Christmas. Now, just show you this, everyone. You can see why red gums are called red gums. Check out that. That's obviously a piece that's fallen down in the storm, and it has that beautiful red vibrancy inside the tree, even though the outside bark is sort of a greyy colour. So yeah, it's nice to have you all here. We probably will wrap it up soon, because I think my battery is getting a little bit low on the old phone. But I am really grateful for everyone who popped in. And yeah, eating the chocolate. Yeah, we have a lot of chocolates, candies. Yeah, that's right, National Parks Princess. You'd probably love it to try it one year, just like I'd like to try a winter Christmas. Yeah, you'd love it. It's so different. It's kind of just the right, you know, weather. Generally speaking, it's not terribly uncomfortably hot. Oh, here's something really awesome, everyone. Look at this. Can you see what's on this rock? I don't know how long it will stay there if I get too close. There's a little turtle. He just hopped right in. So we don't have tortoises, right? We don't have land tortoises in Australia, not natively, and I don't think introduced neither. Even as pets, you can't buy them. But we do have a number of turtles, which the difference between a tortoise and a turtle is a turtle needs water. A tortoise can live, I think, comfortably on land, but that was a little turtle there that was on top of that rock in the middle. It was so cute. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, National Parks Princess. I'm trying to cultivate a great little community, and I appreciate everyone coming in. We've nearly been going for 2 hours. I don't know how long my voice can last. But yeah, I'll probably end this video in about 5 minutes. But yeah, there you go. There's another big red gum here. Have a look at how thick that is. It's just mammoth, yeah. Huge. huge. But that was really cool. I've never seen a turtle on a rock out here before. I've seen turtles in this river, in the River Torrens, but never seen a turtle outside of the rock. Let's have a look. I was just going to see. Yes, that's right, Dee. We're going to be doing a Christmas decorations live. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, that's it. All right, everyone. Well, I'm going to head off home for a bit and get myself cooled down and have a drink. I hope you've all enjoyed this. It's been lovely to have you here, having a look at the River Torrens and this beautiful park here, which I'm lucky to have in my state. So thanks everyone for coming in. Take good care and bye for now. See you on the next episode. And if you haven't subscribed, or if you know anyone who likes Nana, sorry, it's the internet's really crummy here. What kind of timber or trees? Yeah, mostly radiator pines, Nanas, pine trees that are imported. However, you can get some really big slabs of eucalyptus, like made into tables and things like that. So sitting tables, coffee tables. Definitely, yep, for sure. Thank you so much, everyone, and take care. I'm going to jump off and go find my car, which I think is just down this road. All right, everyone. Take care and bye for now.